can see that very boldly colored body with those filaments that they're waving around on top of its body. Now, for many years, and I've been guiding here for the last 18 years, for many years, it was very tough to understand exactly what those filaments were for, mainly because there's not that much information on it, until a friend of mine the other day studying wasps gave me the answer. Let's go back and I'll explain exactly what those filaments are for. Now, some wasp species lay their eggs on caterpillars. The wasp's larvae then hatch and feed on the living caterpillar, eventually pupating to come out as a wasp. And this little caterpillar has figured out that if it has these filaments on it, the wasps do not lay eggs on this particular caterpillar. And for the reason that these filaments look exactly like the egg cases of that particular wasp species. Isn't that fantastic? So it's mimicking the egg cases of the wasp that preys on them, making the wasp believe that this caterpillar is already infected, or infested I should say, with another wasp's eggs, and so there won't be enough food for its babies, and leaves this caterpillar alone. Isn't that amazing? The dice moth caterpillar. Now, the moth itself is yellow with some dots on it, not anywhere close to as beautiful as what its caterpillar is. Now, what's quite evident there for you is the grasping claws on the front and the clasping pads on the back. Now, Sally, you've just said that this is beautiful. I must agree with you. This is definitely one of my most beautiful of the insects out here. Just very striking. Just have a look at that. Using those clasping or those grasping feet in the front to hold food close to its mouth. And we'll use the suction pad feet at the back to hold on. Let's see if I'll go to my finger there. Amazing, eh? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, that's my dice moth caterpillar. And another thing that's hanging around in the tree is that leopard and Karula that Jamie's with. Off you go.
Shungile is just off to my left. And there's Karula. What's she seen? Hold on. Here's Shungile looking down into the drainage, but Karula's just gone off. Okay, let's catch up with her quickly. She looks as though she spotted something. And before she goes into full stalk mode, let's catch up with her. Here she goes. I wonder if it's those Inyala that we... It is. Is that Inyala? It's a big thing for Karula to go for. She's moving from tree to marula tree, giving her the perfect vantage point. There is the Inyala watching carefully. I think, oh my word, look at this. Just look at this incredible scene in front of us. Now we've got a very, very interesting situation. Leopard up a tree, Karula peering across at the Inyala bull that is staring back towards us, but it hasn't seen her yet. What's going to happen now? This is the joys of live safaris. You just never know what to expect, and the Greater Kruger National Park is the best possible place to view incredible African wildlife. I don't want to take my eyes away. I don't want to miss where that Inyala bull goes. There he is. Look at this. She's probably about 50 or so yards away from that Inyala bull. Still a little bit too far for her to launch herself, but she's got the perfect position. She's waiting patiently to see what that Inyala does. Oh, is he gonna go away from her? That might work actually to her advantage, because there's a lot of open ground between her and that Inyala, but if he moves into that thick area over there, it actually means that she can creep up closer to him. Up. Staying low, close, slinking along the branch, and lying down to watch. Leopards play more of a patience game. I've followed these 3 leopards before and actually seen them catch something just that they happen to bump into. They are so opportunistic. You can see her sitting up at the top. Of course, watching her hunt from this position, it immediately begs the question, which we have been asked. And Devil Kill, you wanted to know whether or not leopards will pounce out of the trees and catch their prey from the trees itself. The answer is sometimes, very unusually. It does happen, and I've seen some amazing stuff of leopards leaping from trees onto their prey, but it's unusual. It's not their preferred method of hunting, and it's very difficult to pull off, and has the extreme potential for injury. So they'd rather slink along the ground and then launch their attack from there. Now, a leopard can move unbelievably fast, over 60 feet per second if it's at full speed, which means that they have to be quite close to the prey itself. The prey can outrun it, and they don't have much in the way of stamina, so they've got to wait. And that, of course, is why they have that amazing camouflage and that incredible technique. Now, Dries, while we watch Karula looking in the direction of that Nyala bull, you want to know whether or not she is strong enough to take down an Nyala bull. She's a small leopard. She's probably only around 90 pounds, give or take. We don't know exactly how much she weighs. Nyala bull is much larger than that, so the answer is potentially not. However, she was clearly thinking about it, and often you'll find that where you see one Nyala, if you look closer, there are more around them. And there's a very good chance that she can see something that we can't, which is potentially a herd of Nyala, and even potentially with babies or with females, and that would definitely be on her menu. A big Nyala bull like that would be a struggle for her. Leopards are incredible. They do amazing things, and they don't read the books, and they don't always behave as we expect them to, often taking on kills that are far larger than you ever would have expected. There's even reports of large male leopards catching and killing small baby giraffe, though you never know. The strength of these creatures is truly phenomenal. Her cubs have molted off. I don't even know where they've gone. There's obviously some wordless communication there to tell them to stay out of her way for now. So please don't go anywhere, and we will see you shortly after the break.
Welcome back everybody to your live safari from the northeast corner of the world's most magnificent country, that is of course South Africa. There might be some debate about it, but if you were living in South Africa there would be no debate at all. My name is James Henry, you are on a live safari, and you can talk to us still for the next 20 minutes or so. Hashtag Safari Live is the best and indeed only way to get hold of us on Twitter. Why am I sitting in a tree? Well, that's a very good question that you might pose, but what I'm doing is going to show you how far a giraffe baby has to fall. My foot here, small as it is, size 7, is 2 meters above the ground. That is about 6 feet. So, oh, there's a Nyala behind me walking past. I can't, oh, let's look at that. I wonder if he's seen me. Hello. That's wonderful. That, of course, was not set up at all. Right, now, go away, I'm trying to tell a story. Thank you so much, move along, nothing to see here. Yes, good, off we go. Now, this tree is starting to feel a bit ropey. So a giraffe baby has to fall from this distance here when it's born. Now, I think that's quite something. I'm not going to jump down from here. I'm going to climb gently down as I do that. I'm rather hoping that we'll go across to Brent right now.
Welcome back, everyone. Of course, we love having all of you with us all the time. Isn't this great? Isn't that absolutely splendid? And she's looking directly at us, and she's got a bit of a bemused look on her face. You know, I love those really long eyelashes on a giraffe. And you've seen one from the air. Now we see them from the ground. A little bit more sedate than the wild dogs, but nevertheless one of those iconic African species that no safari would be complete without. And if you have any questions on these incredible creatures, please use the hashtag SafariLive on Twitter. Now, they are very, very pretty, and as I said, they've got those very long eyelashes, and they're very important if you're a giraffe, because if you see just off to her right, there are these really big thorns on that acacia tree, and acacia